Hello, it's Itzhak again. On another one of these videos talking about uh, Torah and Talmud from a country perspective. The talk around here has been water filters. We do have city water, and it's not the best water in the world. Matter of fact, it's real. We'll call it not good. And so we're looking at filters, looking at this, uh, looking at trying to how we can go around trying to get away from buying water. So the cowboy in me is like, water filter? What do we have to buy one for? I can make one. Give me 15-20 minutes, right? Come to find out, there's a lot more to it, and it is a lot harder than I anticipated. It would take a lot more planning and a lot more time. You know, you deactivating this charcoal. There's a lot of things that come with it. Cleaning the sand, found that out. So, was it a failure? Well, possibly from some points of view, absolutely. Just who cares, right? You failed. Not really. I learned a lot. And when you look at Torah and you look at how we go about doing things you see everything that has happened in the Torah and the stories, and even in the Talmud when the Midrashes and all this stuff, there were people with different opinions, and how come? Some things worked for some people and some things worked for other people. With that type of understanding, again, and I'm going to do this probably a million times, coming back to that rule. Let's find the connection with each other, not the separation. People are going to do things differently because of what failed, what worked for them in the place that they were from. I mean, you had our sages that were literally anywhere from northern Europe, the coldest of the cold, all the way down to Spain, Africa, in the Middle East, in Israel, all over the place. They were coming up with these different traditions. How come? Because of the places that they were at. What worked, what didn't work, what was easy, what was a little bit more easy, what was easy and what was a little harder. So when we come together and we start seeing and seeing people fail, and they get depressed, instead of going through and say, "See, he broke Torah." No, 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 no. Okay, let's build each other up from this. Something that happened negative to our flesh, to our to what we think should be happening, whether it be a test or whatever, is a blessing beyond what we could ever have dreamed of, if we take it as such. One of the things that we tend to do is we always live in places that don't exist right now. In other words, this is my living space right now. And right now, I choose to be happy, to be accepting of what other people would call a failure. Another person would probably say, hey, he learned something. So, from a country perspective, failures don't exist. You just got to figure out another way to do it, or change direction. The work that needs to be done will not stop just because that avenue didn't work. So I would encourage you, stop using the word failure, if at all possible, for yourself, for others, and start looking at the positive in everything that's happening. We see our brother Jews out there, our brothers and sisters out there that stumble, fall, and the first thing we want to do is thump them over the head. Man, you know what? Hey, sometimes that's what we need to do. But make sure this is something Hashem would say, this is the best thing for this person. Maybe somebody just needs to get a hold of, for you to get a hold of them and give them a hug, whether verbally or physically. Find the love to be be able to understand somebody else's position, and say, I understand, whether it be a failure, whether it be somebody losing somebody or something, or whatever the case may be understanding before you be judgmental. And that's basically what I wanted to say, is that, failures, for the most part, don't exist. So beating yourself up or beating somebody else up is not necessarily a good thing. So that's all I gotta say. So we'll talk to you soon.